One thing you should know about me, if there is a popular book or series of books that's getting hype, that's going to be most likely turned into a series of movies, your girl's gonna read them. Divergent, Hunger Games, 50 Shades, It Ends With Us, Twilight. That is right. Colourpop did a Twilight collab. You guys, I'm kind of here for this. I am. I think it's a little random. I don't understand why they're coming out with it now, considering Twilight was popular over a decade ago. So they came out with a whole collection that I'm here to review, question mark, for you guys. I mean, I say that with a question mark because if you are a Twilight fan and you think this is adorable and you want the collection, you're going to buy it kind of regardless of what I have to say. And if you think it's silly and dumb and you weren't into Twilight and you're kind of sick of all the makeup collabs, then you're not going to buy it regardless of what I have to say. You know what I mean? But either way, I'm here to test out the products for you guys and I'm really excited. I haven't seen any reviews on this. I did start watching Rob Beauty Christie's review, but I got about like 3 minutes in and she started talking about the collection and I was like, oh, some of these things I might want to possibly say too. So I didn't want to like get persuaded or anything like that in my videos. So I have not seen anything about it. And actually I deleted the Instagram app lately. So I have not been on my makeup Instagram in a hot second. I'm not on TikTok or anything like that. So I really haven't seen anything about this collection, but she said it's kind of like popping off and a lot of people are posting about it and talking about it. And I do know it sold out very, very quickly. So I'm excited to be here trying it out for you guys in case you didn't get your hands on it and you wanted to, or you're waiting for a restock. It's Colourpop. If I had to guess, they want to get that coin again and they will probably restock it again. So hopefully if you did have your eye on it, you can pick it up the second time around. This was kindly sent to me in PR from Colourpop, just being completely transparent. When I saw this product, I was like, that is the most ingenious thing that Colourpop could have done in a collab like this. This is their Soul Body Shimmering Dry Body Oil, and this is in the shade Like Diamonds. First of all, packaging of all of this, 10 out of 10. They did such a good job with the packaging, the vibe. It fully encompasses like Twilight and the vibe of Twilight. I think they did a really beautiful job. But this is a shimmering body oil called Like Diamonds, like I said, that makes you glimmer and shimmer and glow like Edward. I saw this and I was like, are you kidding me? That is absolutely genius that they came up with this idea. So I'm gonna shake it really well and I'm gonna put a tiny bit just on my hand so you guys can see what it looks like. Oh, okay, sorry, it's like real runny. Okay, I got way too much. Ooh, it smells yummy. What's it smell like? Coconutty, like real vacation-y kind of? Not how I picture Edward smelling, but. So this is what it looks like on my hand. You can just see it sparkling away. Like I said, I just think this was a genius idea for them. Obviously that was the whole point of Edward and them, you know, living in Forks, Washington, where it wasn't sunny and you couldn't see his skin just like shimmering through, but like look at that. Oh my gosh. Okay, I thought that was ingenious. So that was the first part of the collection. Before we move on, I need to know, were you team Edward or were you team Jacob? I personally was team Edward, but I can understand if you were team Jacob. Then the next thing I want to try out for you guys is the eyeshadow palette. Of course they came out with an eyeshadow palette. So this is the sleeve. Again, just so perfect with the like leaves and all of that. And then the back right here says all of the shadow names. I'm hoping that's in focus so you can see it in case you want to pause and look. And then the actual packaging of the eyeshadow palette looks even better. I love this whole like holographic, that's not the right word, but you know what I mean? Like you can see it just shimmering away. And then again, the back has the colors, you guys. When I first opened this up after getting in the mail, I was like, yeah, they did that. I think that this is a really perfect color story, again, just to kind of encompass Twilight and the vibe, the theme, the colors in the movie, especially the first one, because that first one was so like blue toned and like kind of like this picture, just a little bit odd with the coloring of the whole thing. And this like gives that sort of blue tone vibe. How many times have I said vibe? So I'm gonna go ahead and just swatch the palette for you guys, the top row, middle row, and the bottom row. The first one starting off called Edward. And again, it's like a super glittery, shiny sort of pressed glitter. I'm not usually into their pressed glitters, but again, the fact that this is shiny and glittery, it's just perfect for him. Then we have Unconditionally, Prom Night. Ooh, that's pretty. I think that's a Super Shock maybe. That would be really pretty all over the lid. Another pressed glitter in Immortal. And then we have Ice Cold. Oh, it wasn't super impactful. Let me go ahead and do a second swatch. So there's the first row for you. Then we have Say It Out Loud. I need to reread Twilight and rewatch the movies. This is like get me in the mood to do that. We have the Collins. I said that weird. Cullens. It's been a while, you guys. Ooh, that's a really pretty blue color. Lion and Lamb. Ooh, that green is gorgeous. Wow. 17, little crumbly, but a really pretty matte green shade. And the last one on the second row is called Moonlit. Ooh, yeah, like a really pretty gray. So there's the second row for you. In the last row, we have Impossibly Fast, Bella, Irresistible, Irrevocably. Oh, let me redo that one. And last but not least, Forever Young. Ooh, that's a good black. So there is the last row for you. And then the whole palette. This is not a color story that I'm going to be using very often, but I think it's beautiful and I'm excited to test it out for you guys today. You know what? It's a Friday and Ivy like protested her first nap. She's finally napping now and we're not doing anything the rest of the day. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and do 2 different eye looks for you guys because why not? I'm sitting at home the rest of the day, do nothing. Why not test out more colors for you? I'm gonna go ahead and prime with my Rare Beauty eye primer. There definitely are a couple everyday wearable shades that you could get like typical eye looks out of. That's good if you do pick up this palette. It isn't going to be one that you can only do like green or blue looks with. There are definitely some more neutrally sort of tones. We are going to start off with Unconditionally right here on a BK Beauty 201 and we're just going to throw this into the crease. It definitely has blue undertone, which is fine. I am going to go in with a green, more green look on this side. I wanted to start off with that transition shade. Next up, we're just going to go into this 17 shade right here on a Lunar Beauty LBE2. And we're going to also put that into the crease a little bit lower. Ooh, that's pretty. It's showing up a little bit more blue than green. Maybe because it's layered on top of that blue shade. But that's still really pretty. Gonna buff this out. And then go into Impossibly Fast right here on a Morphe M433. Put that on the outer corner. Ooh, that's a really pretty shade. I don't really think that this is going to be any different quality for Colourpop. They usually have a pretty reliable sort of formulation. I have gotten dud palettes from them in PR and bought them myself, but I feel like this is gonna be such a big collab. They're gonna hopefully bring their A game when it comes to their formulations. And so far it's looking really good. Those 3 are blending together nicely. I feel like it's looking a little patchy maybe on screen, on my well, not my camera, my phone. But I don't know. In person, it's looking fine. Okay, next up, I'm gonna put glitter glue down and I'm gonna use this shade right here called Lion and Lamb. I think I am going to tap on top either Prom Night or the Edward shade. I haven't fully decided quite yet. I really don't like using pressed glitters on my eyes, which it looks like that Edward shade and the Immortal shade are pressed glitters. I don't love that, but we'll see. First, I'm gonna take Lion and Lamb. Ooh, this green is beautiful. It's a little bit more bright and bold than I maybe would have anticipated to be in this palette. It's not, I feel like not going super well with the greens that I have on my eyes because the mattes are pulling more blue and then this is like green. I actually think I'm just gonna put it over the whole lid. Cover up that outer deeper matte. Ooh yeah, that's pretty. Okay, I'm gonna get the tiniest bit of Edward and I'm just going to lightly tap that on top. It's not doing a whole lot. It's like, oh, okay, maybe it's not. I was gonna say it's like sticking to my finger. So it's coming off a little bit on my eyes. I actually would have preferred Edward be a Super Shock that's like just super shiny and glittery, like this, glittery. I think I said that weird. Like this, but a Super Shock, because like I said, the pressed glitters are just not my cup of tea personally. I don't know if you can see a tiny bit of the sparkle being added. But regardless, I really do like this eye. I don't like that the mattes are pulling more blue and this is like straight up green and I use the green mattes, not really the blue ones, but that's okay. All right, for this eye, should we go blue or should we go neutral? Maybe I'll go neutral just to show that you can go neutral with this palette. So we're gonna start off with this Say It Out Loud shade on a rougher 16. Put that into the crease. Ooh, this is a really nice cool tone transition shade for my skin tone. Gonna add a little bit more. We're gonna take this dark brown Bella shade on a What's Up Beauty R103 and put that, whoa, okay, that was way deeper and more intense than I thought it was going to be. This looks like black on the eye, like a really charcoal, dark gray black. And in the pan, it's definitely brown, but it's pretty. It's just way more pigmented than I thought it was going to be. We're gonna take more of that Say It Out Loud shade. Okay, well, since this turned out more gray than brown, I'm gonna swerve from my original idea and I'm gonna do a halo eye. So I'm gonna put glitter glue all over my lid and I'm gonna do Irresistible on the outer and inner portions of it, and then probably this Ice Cold in the middle. And I might top it with Prom Night. Again, we'll have to just wait and see what happens. Okay, with the Referral 02, we're gonna take that Irresistible shade. Ooh, that's really pretty. It's like a really nice gunmetal-y gray shade. That all over the lid would be stunning. I am getting quite a lot of fallout, but that's okay. And then Prom Night in the middle. I don't think Prom Night's going to hold up to this Irresistible shade because it's so, I don't want to say it's lackluster because it is a really pretty shade, but compared to Irresistible, it's pretty lackluster. So I am going to take that Prom Night shade and put that in the middle. Yeah, that seems to be the right move. Okay, I got quite a bit of fallout on my face, but oh, this is pretty. This is really pretty. This is not a color story that I would typically go for, especially now that I'm a mom. I am going for way more subdued sort of makeup. I'm excited to keep using this palette. Like, I didn't think upon first like looking at it that I would get a ton of use out of it, but I really like both of these looks. Okay, I'm gonna go do the rest of my makeup, foundation, concealer, bronzer, blush, all of that, and then I'll come back on and finish showing you the last couple items in the collection. So be right back. Okay, before we move on to the other products, I do want to really quickly finish up the lower lash lines. So for this eye, we're just gonna go into, I think I'm gonna mix together Unconditionally and 17, mainly the Unconditionally lighter shade, a little bit of that 17. Okay, I'm gonna wipe off my brush. And then for this eye, we're just gonna go into that Say It Out Loud shade. All right, and then for the inner corner, oh, I just totally dug my nail into the Ice Cold shade. Oh, that's annoying. Okay, well, we're gonna use that shade for my inner corner. I'm gonna pop it on with my pinky. Ooh, okay, whoa. That shade definitely packs a punch when you apply it like this. Ooh, okay, that's like really intense. I kind of am living for it though. Ooh, okay, that shade is beautiful. I actually want to use that now like all over my lid in a look. All right, then they did go ahead and release some graphic ink liners. I don't know if I'm going to actually be using these, only because this isn't the type of product that I use very often. And if I'm not going to be able to use it past this video / review, I don't want to use it just for the video. I want to be able to donate it unused, if that makes sense. But the packaging of it is super, super cute. This is the shade Forever. It's just like a really dark, you probably can't even see. While I use these, I'm trying to debate if I should like swatch them, if I think I will use them. Okay, I think I'm gonna swatch this one because it is a really pretty like dark green. And I think that that would be something I would use. Okay, so now that's swatching like really sheer. Maybe I need to shake it, hold on. Okay, I shook it up and it's not swatching any better. So I think I'm going to not swatch the other two because this doesn't seem to be that great of product in my humble opinion. This other one is called Vampire. It's like a really deep red shade. Definitely wouldn't use that one, sadly. And then lastly, we have Coven, and this is like a black shade. I don't know if you can see that at all. I really want to swatch this one because of the three, the black would be the one that I would use the most. But if the green was this like lackluster, you know, and I have a feeling that this will not go over the eyeliner at all. But let's try out this Coven shade, considering I went ahead and swatched it. Maybe I should do it on this eye, because if it's green on green, you're probably not gonna be able to see it. So for the sake of the video, I'll go ahead and try to do it on this eye. It's got some glitter in it, which I think is cool. I think that could be like a cool effect. Okay, it's actually not as sheer on the eye as I thought it was going to be. I don't know if you can see that little line I'm creating. Okay, so then when I start to try to like make a wing out of it, it's not really doing much. You probably can't even see that there. Okay, so these ink gel liners, I would probably skip, because yeah, I'm trying to layer it on and it's like taking off the first layer that I had and it's becoming really sheer like this. Can you even see that on there? So I'm not going to swatch the other two and I'm not going to use the other two. If you were like super interested in this collection and you wanted to kind of buy the whole bundle thing and this came along with it, sure, but to buy these on their own, I personally would not do that unless I'm like applying it wrong for some reason. I've never used their graphic ink liners, so maybe down in the comments let me know if I'm doing something wrong, if I need to like shake it up more or like layer on even though it seems to be taking it off. Please let me know because I've never used these before. But as of right now, these are a no-go from me. They also released some super chalk highlighters. Again, I think that this is a perfect addition to this collection. I probably should have saved them and used them on my inner corner and not that one eyeshadow shade. The packaging is just kind of like it's just plain black packaging with Twilight on the cap, so that's a little bit of a bummer, but I do like their super shock highlighter formulation. So this first one right here is called Vampire Skin. Ooh, okay, yeah, that looks beautiful. Oh my gosh, that is like silver. Wow, that's really pretty. I think it's a little 2016 really super icy kind of highlight that's not really that popular anymore, but you know, for the sake of this collection, I understand. And then we also have Metal right here. Also, ooh, okay, that's like holographic sort of with like a pinky purpley shift. Not really my cup of tea, but we're gonna try it out anyways. I think I'm gonna apply these with my fingers. Let's see, I'm gonna go in with Vampire Skin first. Oh my gosh. Whoa. Oh, actually, okay, you can cheer it out. But this is super glittery. Can you see that? It's like kind of hunky chunky glittery. I think this would be a really pretty eyeshadow. I don't think I'll ever use it as a highlighter again unless I'm like doing some sort of alien costume or something for Halloween where I would need to have like a really glittery sort of highlight. I mean, it's pretty. Like on camera, it's looking really pretty and like just kind of intense and glowy. I'm definitely adding a lot, so I should probably stop. But like I said, on camera, it's looking really pretty and just like wham bam kind of thing. But in person, it's literally just glitter, like blue, silver, purple, white glitter chunks. So I don't like that, to be honest, but that's just a personal preference. Maybe that is something you do enjoy in highlight, which if that's the case, you know, you're gonna love these. And we are gonna go ahead and try this Meadow shade as well. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see as well on this side. Let me add it first. So this one's super glittery too, but it does have that more pink tone shift. I actually like that one more. I still don't think this would be a highlight that I would wear very often just because it is also really, really glittery, but the pink makes it, I don't know, a little unique to my collection. So yeah, let me put some of this one on my nosy posy. Okay, not like my most favorite highlights ever, but they are pretty and I do understand the glitter finish for, you know, the movie and all that. Like I get it. I just don't think it'd be something that I'd wear very often. Last but not least of the collection, they came out with Luxe lip oils, which I actually really like their Luxe lip oil formulation. However, these shades, again, are gonna be shades that I probably don't wear very often, but I think that they are super cute. So this first one here is called Team Jacob. This is beautiful. If you can see, it's super sparkly and it's black, but I have a feeling if you were to swatch it and use it, it probably wouldn't end up black on your lips. I'm gonna take one for the team and I am going to use all of these. So here we have Team Jacob. Oh, okay, that definitely has like a black sort of, yeah, okay, that definitely has a black undertone. That's interesting. Okay, I think with the right look and like a good lip liner under it, and I'm like really sloppily applying this, I think it could be a vibe, a moment. It could be cool. But I'm not loving that. It kind of makes me look like I'm a little sick, like I'm a little freezing cold, have some hypothermia going on. That's kind of like the vibe I'm getting from this. But here's Team Jacob. This next one is Team Edward, which is kind of the same thing as Team Jacob, but it's more blue, where Team Jacob was black. And this one is blue. So let's try. Ooh, that like left my lips super sparkly too. So let's try this. Yeah, again, I'm not loving this just because of like the tint. But again, maybe if I put like a lip liner under it and tried to make it a moment, it would work. But here's Team Edward. All right, and last but not least, we have Belle's, which I'm assuming is for Bella. And it's like a really deep, winey red sort of shade. I think this is going to be one that I actually enjoy and get a lot of use out of. So let's try it on its own first. Definitely sheer. Doesn't have a whole lot of pigmentation, but it's giving me something, which I like. Ooh, this is pretty. All right, this one's beautiful and it has no glitter to it, which I am here for. That's stunning. Okay, that one I love. I love this one. Let me put a lip liner on and try to like make it more than just I threw on a lip oil kind of thing, but here's Belle's on its own. I thought about leaning really heavily into the Ready sort of look with this lip liner right here from BK Beauty in the shade Alter Ego. It'd be like a more winey sort of red shade, but I thought it would look crazy with this eye look and all of that. And also I just kind of want to see what it would look like with a typical lip liner that I would wear often, to see if this is like a lip oil that I would reach for a lot, which I think it would be. But I'm gonna take Pat McGrath Contour and just line my lips and then feather that in just so I have like a little definition on my lips, and then use that Belle's shade. I feel like this is more jelly than the other two. I think because the other two had glitter. I'm glad they didn't put glitter in this one. I think this is going to be the one that's definitely the most popular, that most people want to use and buy and reach for. Stunning. Okay, I absolutely love this one. This is gold. So that was it, you guys. That was my review video on the Colourpop Twilight collection. Like I said, I think it's cheeky. I think it's cute. I am here for this collection. I like it. The eyeshadow palette, I really, really enjoy. I think these two looks are beautiful. I definitely am excited to keep testing it out and keep doing looks with it. And I didn't think that I was going to be. I kind of thought that I would just use it for this review and then maybe reach for it very rarely, but I actually think that it's really pretty and can be really wearable, that I think I'm gonna reach for it more than I anticipated before I first tried it out. So I'm excited about that. I love both of these looks. I think they both turned out really beautiful. The shimmers are nice and the mattes blended wonderfully. And that shade in the corner, oh, stunning, beautiful. The highlights, I think you have to really like a glittery sort of highlight if you want to check these out. If you don't like any glitter in your highlight, like it's not chunky on the cheeks, but like just little pieces of glitter. If you don't like that in your highlight, skip it. If you do, these are definitely the highlights for you. I only tried that one eyeliner, but like you can't even tell it's on there, so not a big fan of that. And then the two Team Edward and Team Jacob lip glosses, I don't know. I get the point of them. I think it fits with the theme in the movies and all of that, but they're just not very wearable. But this Belle shade, stunning. I love it. So shoot, sorry, I realized as I was cleaning everything up that I forgot to mention the Soul Body Oil at the end there. I think this is absolutely adorable, so cute, so perfect for the collection. I don't know how much use I will get out of it because it's a really shimmery sort of dry oil, but fitting into the theme of this collection, love it. Think it's so stinking cute. Overall, like I said in the beginning of the video, if you are a Twilight fan and you want to just buy this for the nostalgic of it and to own it because you loved Twilight and you read all the books, you saw all the movies, like I get it, I was there, I understand. I say go ahead and go for it if they restock it, because you're going to love it for the aspect of it that it's Twilight. But if you would just wanted to try it out for the fact of trying new makeup from Colourpop, I don't think this is a good collection to just on a whim buy. I think you really have to love Twilight in order to buy it and use it. Personally, for the things that I said, obviously, like I said before, if that's the type of makeup you like, then buy it, like glitter, all that. But overall, I'm excited. I will definitely be using this lip oil more and this eyeshadow palette. And I'm super grateful that Colourpop did send it to me in PR. So not that they're going to see this. Thank you to Colourpop. Thank you to you guys for subscribing and watching my videos. If I did not have this platform and you guys supporting me, I wouldn't get PR and I wouldn't get opportunities, to work with brands like this. So thank you so much. I appreciate it. Let me know down in the comments. What do you think of this collection? Are you going to pick it up? Are you passing? Do you want them to restock? Are you just like over it? Let me know. You guys know I'm nosy. I love hearing from you guys down below in the comments. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much. You're awesome. I love you. Please subscribe if you have not yet, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye, guys. Hi, me again. Only this time it's hours later, and I just looked in the mirror and realized that I never even put mascara on. Mom brain is real.